Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Thanks for tuning in to watch. Today's video is going to be a fun ride or die tag. This tag was created by a very well-known YouTube makeup guru, Jaclyn Hill, and basically you choose a favorite makeup product, one favorite makeup product from each makeup category. Anywhere from face, eyes, lips, and all the above, one product for every single category. And ride or die, basically meaning that this thing is like my baby, my soulmate. This certain product is everything in life and by far my favorite out of all the other products out there. So the first product, I'm gonna kind of go in the order that I normally apply my face makeup. That way I won't forget any, I won't leave any categories out. So the first thing, of course, is going to be a primer. My favorite primer of life is the Makeup Forever Step 1 Nourishing Primer. My skin's more on the normal to dry side. I definitely need a nourishing primer, something that is going to give me a very nourishing base underneath all my makeup, because a lot of times, you know, with caking on all this makeup, it can kind of suffocate your skin a little bit and really dry it out even more. So I just like to go in with this primer because it's so like silky smooth. It just applies really evenly across the face, and it pretty much dries instantly, but it leaves your skin with such a kind of like supple, hydrated feeling, and then also give you just that nice barrier between your skin and the foundation. So I absolutely love that primer. My next product is, of course, my foundation, and the foundation that I chose, I kind of struggle with it a little bit because you guys have heard me talk so much about the Born This Way from Too Faced foundation. That is one of my favorite foundations ever, but I have another one that's like up in the top, and I just wanted to kind of, it was hard weighing out which one was above the other, but ultimately I had to choose the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Stick Foundation. The reason I chose this is because just the pros outweighed the pros of the other foundation. So it's in a stick form, which means that it is extremely easy and quick to apply. Literally, I don't have to pump it out and put it on my face and make it even. I literally just draw it on and then buff it out with either a brush or a beauty blender. It is so soft and smooth. This foundation is not drying whatsoever. The coloring, I use the shade 117, which is equal to Y225. I use that shade, and it is the perfect shade for me. I'm wearing it right now, and as you can see, I'm as pale as always. So this shade really just works for me perfectly. Gives me the right amount of coverage. It is a full coverage foundation, but you can kind of blend it out with a beauty blender or a Real Technique sponge and make it a little bit more sheer if you're not into that full coverage. So you can work with this foundation. It's just incredible. I just love the feeling of it. It feels very lightweight. It feels like there's nothing on my face. This is definitely a ride or die product for me. I highly recommend it to anybody who is looking for a quick, easy, beautiful covering foundation that doesn't give you flashback in pictures either, which is a definite plus for me. Concealer. Now, if you would have asked me about, I don't know, 4 or 5 months ago what my favorite concealer was, I would have told you it is for sure the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. That has been my ride or die for such a long time, and to not put that in this video was very hard for me because that has been there for me for so long. But I have to weigh, you know, the pros and cons, and even though this product I'm going to talk to you about right now has not been around for as long, nearly as long as the Fit Me has, it has blown every single concealer I have ever used out of the water. Like, out of the water. This is the Tarte Shape Tape. Everybody's been talking about it, and there is good reason, because it is absolutely fabulous. The Naked Skin from Urban Decay last month was my ride or die. I was like, okay, this is better than the Fit Me. I love this so much for so many different reasons. Shape Tape is even better. I don't even know what's going on in the world right now that they're creating like these bomb ass concealers, but this concealer is the epitome of everything you could ever want in a concealer. Let me break it down for you. It's brightening under the eyes. It's full coverage, but it doesn't crease. It's not heavy. It doesn't cake. It doesn't settle into fine lines. You don't even really need to set it because it mattifies without looking matte. It doesn't look super matte, but it doesn't look dewy. It has the most beautiful finish to it. Color selection is amazing. The actual packaging of it is fantastic. It's got this beautiful detailed design on the little lid portion of it. It's purple and gold, which is freaking gorgeous. It's a huge tube. Like, this is the biggest concealer tube I've ever had, and it just makes you feel like you're getting some good amount of this. I'm not sure if it's any more than the normal concealers as far as the fluid ounces goes. It says it's 0.338 fluid ounces, so I don't know what that compares to all the other ones I've been using. The actual applicator is huge. Like, this doe foot wand is ginormous, and you don't have to go digging for product right when you pull it out. You have a ton of product on there. A little bit goes a long way. Just a tiny little dot takes you pretty far. So as you can see, it just glides on the skin effortless. It's got a really, really nice sort of satiny sheen to it. So it's not matte, but it's not like ultra dewy, if you know what I'm saying. Like, it just gives you the most beautiful coverage under the eyes I have ever seen. By the way, I'm using the Ultra HD foundation on my face right now, and this Tarte Shape Tape concealer under my eyes. Can you see any purpleness? Can you see any bags or anything? No. It is fabulous. I love this so much. There's really nothing else I can say about it. I don't necessarily love the price point because for a concealer, I mean, being $24, it's kind of up there with the Naked Skin. So if you're wanting a cheap concealer, I would definitely just go ahead and pick up either the Better Skin or the Fit Me from Maybelline. Those are really, really great concealers. I also like the Age Rewind. But if you're wanting something that is going to be bomb and you're willing to pay the extra little bit of money for it, I highly, highly recommend this concealer. It is beyond amazing. So let's talk about setting powders. I've got two different setting powders. They're pretty much the same setting powder but different at the same time. I have the Maybelline Set Smooth Normal to Dry setting powder in the shade 115 Ivory, and then I have the Maybelline Fit Me Matte Poreless Normal to Oily 100%, or 100 is the number, coloring number, and it is translucent. These two powders are life to me. I can't even, I love them so much, and they're so reasonably priced. So I use them both for different things. The Fit Me here for the normal to dry skin, because my skin is a little bit normal to dry. I like to use this mainly under my eyes. I love how the ivory shade, as you can tell, I'm using every last bit that I can. This ivory shade is perfect for covering and brightening under the eyes. It's just absolutely bomb, and it doesn't crease. It is so incredibly soft too. This powder is finely milled. It's a soft powder that glides on the skin and doesn't settle. This Matte and Poreless I use for all over my face to sort of mattify. I don't like having a super mattified look, but it just mattifies just enough while keeping a little bit of the sheen underneath. I just kind of dust it all over my face to kind of just set the foundation in. I hate how if you don't set your foundation, you can feel kind of like on your face like the stickiness of the foundation. I feel like it doesn't last as long when I don't set it. So I definitely always set my under eyes and my face with these two powders, and they have really not steered me wrong in any way. I think they may be like maybe $9 each or something. So now that we're done kind of setting the face, I go in with contour next. Y'all have heard me talk about this before. It is, of course, the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. The contour shades are so soft and buttery smooth. It's cool toned, but it's not like so cool that you're gonna look like you have a beard. It's just the perfect amount of coolness with a tiny underlay of warmth in it as well. If you don't want to spend the money on this to just use like one pan out of all 6, maybe try the NARS Laguna bronzer. I like that because it's a little bit cool toned as well. For bronzer, you guys, this bronzer is, it was sent straight from the gods above. It is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and you're thinking, wow, that's your ride or die? Like, it's really not that expensive, and it only came out like a couple months ago, but that's just how it is. It is just everything I could ever want in a bronzer, honestly. It is so buttery smooth. I love the coloring of it. It's not too warm or too orangey. It just gives you such a beautiful natural bronze. I'm wearing it today. This light kind of washes me out a little bit, so it looks like I have no bronzer on, but I do. This stuff is really good, and not only that, it smells so good. Smells like the tropics. Like you're on a beach sipping a pina colada, enjoying the nice breeze, listening to the waves splashing in, and it just brings me to the beach every time I use it. And honestly, I could not ask for more in a bronzer. So for my ride or die blush, I really struggled between 2 blushes. I was like, this is my favorite. No, this is my favorite. No, this. So this was really difficult for me. I ultimately chose the NARS Orgasm, of course. This product, I was like, don't choose the NARS Orgasm. You're just gonna be like every other cult out there. Like, this is a cult classic for NARS, and it seems like every single person has tried this and loved it, and it's been a favorite for somebody at some point in their life. This is pretty typical, so I wanted to choose something out of the box. My other alternative was the Milani Baked Blush in Luminoso. Again, that's pretty much a cult classic from the Milani drugstore. They're both actually kind of very similar, which I find funny. They're both more like the lighter pink tones. They've got a little bit of shimmer in them, but they're not shimmery on the cheeks. They just look very luminous and very glowy. That's what it looks like right there. As you can see, it just gives just a hint of this really pretty sheen to it. I have it on my cheeks right now. Again, this lighting kind of washes me out a little bit. I think they have out the limited edition pans. They're like as big as the actual like bronzers that they sell. So if you're interested in trying this, you might as well just go ahead and get the big one because you'll love it, trust me. Now we've come to one of my favorite parts of my ride or die tag, and that is the highlight. Highlight is the highlight of my ride or die tag, and it is Becca's Champagne Pop Highlighter. Unfortunately, I broke this bad boy a couple weeks ago, and I'm absolutely devastated, so I'm going to be very careful in showing you. But this is Champagne Pop right here. Let's see if I can, oh, it's hanging on for dear life. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to put it together. I don't want to throw it away. I want to keep it, but I need to buy another one. Oh, it's just so sad. So as you can see, this is Champagne Pop right here. It's just a very nice champagne-y gold highlight. I'm trying to get this a little bit more because, again, the lighting is just washing me out completely. But do y'all see how this is very like kind of golden champagne-y shimmer? That's Champagne Pop. I'm sure you've all seen it, you've all heard of it, you probably all have it as well. But this is my favorite highlighter of all time. There's not been a single highlighter that I've loved more than this. It's gorgeous. Gorgeous. Okay, let's talk about eyeshadows now. This eyeshadow palette, it's gonna be my ride or die, and again, it hasn't been out for that long, but it's just one of my favorites of all time. If it's actually my favorite of all time, my favorite palette I've ever purchased of all time. It's the Modern Renaissance from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I've already done a video with this in it, so I won't go too much into detail, but this palette has everything I could ever want. It's got all the neutrals, beautiful like tan shades and browns and oranges and pinks and purples, and it's just freaking gorgeous. Now I wanted to add in just to talk about my favorite single eyeshadow pans. Not like specific pans, but like the company that creates my favorite eyeshadow pans. And I'm pretty sure you all know what I'm going to say, and that is Makeup Geek. It is absolutely freaking gorgeous. I love just the entire range of it. I love all the color selections. I love the foiled shadows, are my absolute favorite. I love the formulation of every single one of them. The mattes and the shimmers and the foils and the pigments and the duochromes, and everything that she sells is pretty much on point, and for an on point price as well. The pans of just regular shadows are anywhere from like what, $5 to $6 depending. So I just, Makeup Geek is the way to go if you're not wanting to spend too much money on individual eyeshadows, but you want top of the line quality. So my two favorite eyeliners, the first one is the NYX Matte Liquid Liner. I love this liner so much. It just gives such an easy gliding pigmented line. It's very pigmented, it's got a tiny little applicator on it, and it just glides on so effortless, and it's just so easy to use. I love the handle on it, how it's just so thin that I can grip onto it and draw it on precisely. I also really like the NYC liquid liner as well. They're very similar, but this one's just been my ride or die for a really long time. Ever since I started doing any sort of liquid liner, this has been my guy right here. So I love that one. I also really love the ColourPop gel creme gel liners. This one is in the color Swerve. It's just the plain black liner. It's very pigmented, as you can see. I'm just drawing that line on. It's very pigmented, very dark, very creamy and buttery, and I use this for my waterline. It goes on really smoothly. It doesn't tug on my eyes. It doesn't irritate my eyes. It stays on all day. What else could you want? I mean, honestly. For mascara, this guy right here has been my baby for about a year now. It's the Maybelline Lash Sensational. It's the Luscious one. It just leaves your lashes really long and separated, and it doesn't clump on you unless you use like 50 coats, of course. Anything clumps at that point, but it doesn't clump initially. It just really extends your lashes beautifully. I'm going to do a quick mention of my favorite false lashes. I can't do a demo and like show you what they are because unfortunately they've been sold out for a while now, and I'm on their list to be notified when they come back into stock. But it said anywhere from 3 to 4 weeks, so we'll see. My favorite eyelashes of all time are the Slayla lashes from Flutter. If any of you are a makeup junkie like I am and watch a lot of YouTube makeup videos, you might know of Makeup Shayla here on YouTube, and she created a lash with Flutter called Slayla. She has 2 collabs with Flutter. I think there's Slayla and there's the Shayla lash. Slayla is my favorite. It is so bomb. It feels like there's nothing on your eyes, but it's so dramatic, and it goes with any eye look. It's just freaking amazing. I have a favorite lipstick, liquid lip, and lip gloss. So my favorite lipstick is from Gerard Cosmetics, and it is in the shade Buttercup, and I like the packaging because it's very sleek. It looks like a little bullet, just a basic nude shade, basic pinky nude. That's the color right there, and as you can see, it's just really beautiful. It's a very pinky nude shade, and it pretty much goes with anything and everything. It's similar to what I'm wearing right now. A lot of nudes can kind of just blend in with my skin a little bit because I am so pale, so I like having more of like a feminine pinky nude on hand, and this is definitely by far my favorite lipstick that I own. My favorite liquid lip is actually one that I'm wearing currently, and it is Dose of Colors Stone. So it's just a very beautiful pinkish mauve color, and I just absolutely love it. It's got a little bit of like kind of a gray undertone to it too. The reason I love the Dose of Colors liquid lipsticks more than any other liquid lipstick that I've ever tried is because it's just so soft on the lips. So the wand is very, very, just like a normal wand, but the product is just so soft and smooth, and it's moussey, but it's not moussey like the Ofra ones that don't really, they kind of move around on your lips. It's so soft. Talking about glosses, I got this NYX gloss, and it's one of their Pump It Up Lip Plumper gloss. This is it right here, and it's in the shade Lindsay. Got a lot of just sparkly shimmer in here, but it doesn't look overly shimmery when you apply it. It just gives your lips such a pretty sheen. And these are similar to the Buxom glosses. If you're familiar with the Buxom glosses, they have that sort of minty, tingly sensation that are supposed to like plump up your lips. It doesn't really do much plumping for me, but I kind of like that sensation of that, kind of like the cooling sensation. I don't mind it. I have got two Ride or Die brow products. The first one, it's a no-brainer. It is the Anastasia Brow Definer. I was obsessed with the Brow Wiz for the longest time, but the Brow Definer blows it out of the water. It takes me half the time to do my brows than it did when I used the Wiz, because of course it has a longer edged applicator. Looks like that. Very thin but long, whereas the Wiz was literally just like a point, so it took a lot longer to draw on brush strokes. This is so easy to draw brush strokes, and I love the color selection. For the longest time I was using Caramel, but I'm wanting to kind of lighten my hair up a little bit more, and I wanted to try out the blonde shade, and it's just perfect. I just love this blonde colored brow. It's just the perfect shade. I feel like I'm never disappointed with these products. And then the second brow product I want to talk to you about is somewhat new in my life, but it is a Ride or Die. It was a Ride or Die the second that I put it on. That's how amazing this product is, and it's the Benefit Gimme Brow. It's been around for a while. They have new packaging on it now, but I just literally got it not too long ago, and I was kind of skeptical. I'm like, okay, I don't want it to look like chunky on my eyebrows and not blend, and I just really didn't have any expectations for it. It makes your brows look a lot more natural. You can see the fibers, the brow hairs throughout your brows instead of it looking so blocky. I have never tried a tinted brow gel before in my life. Try this out and I will never go back. I will continue to purchase this guy for as long as it's available. I love it. The last product I want to talk to you guys about is a setting spray, the MAC Fix Plus spray. It is the epitome of everything I like in a spray. I can use it for not only a spray, it has multi-purpose uses, so I can use it to foil my eyeshadows, to prime my skin if I want to underneath my foundation. I use it to, of course, set my foundation, just give me a nice zhuzh of hydration during the day. Yeah, that's just my favorite setting spray of life. And that is it for my Ride or Die tag. I hope you all enjoyed. I hope I didn't forget anything. If I did and you want to know more, leave me a comment in the section down below. All the products that I have listed as my Ride or Die favorites are going to be in the description box. And all of my social media handles are going to be there as well. So Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, and of course Instagram are all going to be on there. Please follow me if you haven't already. Of course, follow me on YouTube, subscribe. I tag all of you to do this tag as well. It was really fun to kind of sift through all of my makeup products to really give you guys the epitome of my Ride or Die products. If I was stranded on a deserted island somewhere, these are the products I would have to have. I don't know why I would have to have these products on a deserted island, because why would I want to do my makeup if there's nobody there to do it for? So anyways, this is pretty much it. I'm just rambling on, so I'm gonna see you guys next time. I love you, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye. Auto. Oh. There's a legit wasp in my room right now. He's staring at me. I'm gonna cry. It's right in front of me. I'm scared. My cat is trying to eat my freaking tripod right now. This is just gonna be a hot mess video.